Guys, it's Casey's Nation here once again. Today I figured we'd do, I guess, kind of a throwback or something different, or I don't know what I'm doing, but figured I'd do a video showing a new product. It's a product review, but it's not an unboxing, if you'd say. So let's go into it. What I have here is the Remington Express air rifle. It's a pellet rifle. You can buy these at pretty much a lot of like outfitters, Walmart, Gander Mountain, Bass Pro Shops, and I think even Durham or Dunham Sports might have these also. It's a pretty good pellet gun. I got it for about $99 just because it's Christmas. And, for me, Christmas came early and it was on sale, but the regular retail I think is either anywhere from $114 to $179. So, and it just depends upon where your area and what it is. But it's a good $100 to $150 gun to purchase. What I have here is the box. I have it out and all together and sighted in and everything. But basically, I don't know if you can pick this up on the camera, but it's got a nice looking. It's a nice looking rifle from the front of the box. Basically. What you can see is what I like the most about this gun is that it has like this etching done into the stock, and I'll show you on the actual gun in a minute, but it shows it on the box, and it's a Remington Express. I mean, that's awesome. It just has the Remington logo posted all over this thing, and it comes with a pretty good 4x32 scope as well. According to the box, it says it shoots up to about 1,000 feet per second. That's pretty much where all pellet rifle guns will end up shooting eventually once they get their factory oil out. And I don't have any way of testing it, but when I compare it to my old Daisy 880, it shoots a lot harder and faster than what that would. This is a breakaway or a break barrel setup, meaning the barrel will break, and when you do that, you're cocking back a spring, and then you'll put your pellet in the top end, and you'll push it back up, and then you'll fire. It's kind of like a single shot shotgun or a single shot any type of rifle. It's just spring loaded, whereas compared to a muzzle loader. This comes in a .177 caliber. I don't think it comes in anything else. I mean, it's good for hunting squirrels and maybe rabbits, and definitely if you want to do some bird hunting, which I'm against. I'm against hunting smaller birds, other than the stuff that like songbirds. I see a lot of people take and shoot a lot of songbirds or crows and stuff in their yard, and I can see why some people don't like it because. Or I can see why some people would shoot at them because they're pests and whatnot, but I'm against doing it. But anyhow, what you'll get in this thing is you'll get the gun, you'll get a scope, and then mounts for the scope. And the scope mounts up to the gun pretty well, and the scope is actually by Remington itself also, so it has a Remington logo on it also. But other than that, and you get it comes with little covers for your scope, which I don't think are made by Remington, but they came with the gun anyways, and it comes with a little cleaning cloth as well. But that's pretty much it for the box. We'll get into the rifle now. So the rifle weighs around 8 to 9 pounds. I think it's 8.8 without the scope and 9 with the scope. I might be wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but it has a good feel for it. It's not entirely heavy. My brother has a Ruger Airhawk, and that thing's pushing like right at 9 pounds. Alright, so we have here is the actual gun, and I'll bring it up to the close. And I made a paracord sling cord. That doesn't come with it, but anyways, I don't know if you can see this or not. You'll just have to bear with me. Basically, on this gun, the reason why I wanted this one compared to any other one is because it had this nice design etched into the stock. You don't see this on a lot of guns anymore, and if you do, it's probably an older gun, or it's probably worth a lot of money. But I compare this to my brother's Ruger Airhawk. It's totally a different gun, just the whole feel and everything. So what we have here, it has a bunch of etchings in the barrel saying it's a Remington Express. I can go ahead and tell you right now that Remington did not make this rifle. I think Crossman manufactured it, and then Remington branded it. But even then, they did a really good job with this rifle. And there's just a lot of detail in it. Like, for instance, you have the Remington R logo at the end of the pistol grip holder, I guess you'd call it. You won't find that on a lot of guns. And it has a Remington rubber stock end, and that's pretty awesome also. And as you can see, here's the scope. Like I said, it comes with these little scope covers. I don't think these are made by the Remington scope, or they're made for it, because they don't really fit over it 100%. They're real loose, but it's just something extra they add in the gun. It's got a 4x32 scope. It's got a Remington brand on it also. It's a nice and metal scope. It works pretty good once you get it sighted in. It's a little difficult getting it sighted in, but once you get it done, you shouldn't have any issues. What else can I talk about? Oh, on this gun, it has a metal trigger. A lot of breakaway air guns have plastic triggers, like my brother's Airhawk, and that's pretty much it for now. I'll show you that. Let's see. I'll show you this side of the gun. It's just got a bunch of warning labels and stuff on it. Very nice looking gun in the light, and it's got some decent iron sights. They do feel a little junky, but for these guns, it's usually a good idea to use scopes, because your caliber is so small, your window for hitting targets. Say I'm going to shoot at a squirrel, that prime location to hit them in the heart or in the head is just so small that it's probably better to use a scope than it is to use the iron sights. But that's pretty much it for the rifle as it sits. I made this nice sling for it. That's the one thing that that you don't see, or it's really hard to find for air rifles like this. This is an 8-pound rifle, and if I was to go hunting with it in the woods, I'd get tired of carrying it around like this. I really want to put it on my shoulder. So I made this paracord sling. It used about a whole 100-foot thing of paracord, and basically I just attached it to the bottom of the stock, and just did a thing there, and then ran it all the way up here. And I used a piece of leather to wrap around the barrel, and then wrap my paracord around it, and then I have this string here. It works out perfectly. I can throw it over my shoulder if I want, and I also made the cord long enough if I want to do the whole left to right setup. But alright, so I'm going to pause the video now. I'm going to take and go ahead. I'm going to load this thing up, and I'm going to fire at the targets I have back here. I don't have any new targets. I have old targets here. I'm sorry about that. But I have a little, I don't think the camera's picking it up, but I have a little like metal pellet plate thing I can shoot at the bottom here. And I'm going to shoot, I want to say from, that's about 4 yards worth of distance, which isn't too far, but I mean, you don't really have much room to shoot in this backyard without hitting a neighbor's car or truck or something. And I have to be careful. A little dog likes to run around where I'm shooting at. So, but one thing I'd like to add before I go and move the camera and everything, when I go pellet rifle hunting, or anytime I go hunting, I always carry something with me that carries my ammo and something else. What I have here is just a Mosin Nagant ammo case. You can pick these up from either $8 to $15. They're made with pellet, or no, not pellet, like a pebble type leather, and it's kind of military surplus. You can pick this up just about anywhere. I like it because it's nice and leather, and it goes well with a gun or anything. But in it, I keep a first aid kit and some paracord on one side, and then on the other side I keep my pellets. And what we're going to be shooting today are just some Crossman pointed pointed pellets, nothing fancy, nothing special. And in here also I have these little they're like magazines for muzzleloader guns, but they're not really that. Basically, it's just I use the same technique to wrap a paper for a muzzleloader gun, and basically I just put BBs in here. One thing though, this gun does not shoot BBs. Do not try to shoot BBs with it, just because you can mess up the gun. What will happen is if you try to put a BB in there and it doesn't stay in the barrel, the BB can roll back into the chamber, and when the spring is released, that piston will get stopped by that .77 millimeter and eventually wear out your piston to where it doesn't fire with a dam. But anyways, just a little tidbit on ammo cases. You can carry whatever you want. I like carrying this because it's real small, compact, and you can't go wrong with military surplus. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera and everything, and then I'm going to show you this thing in action. Alright guys, one thing I forgot to mention about this, when I get a thing of pellets, I take all the pellets out and then I put in a piece of cloth. And this is because if you're going to be hunting with a pellet rifle, if you can see that there's a piece of cloth, and then I have my lead pellets inside. And I do this, I also put a magnet underneath here, as you can see there, so my lid doesn't fall off. And if I decide to throw BBs in here, if I have, say, my older Daisy rifle that shoots pellets and BBs, I can use this in the same scenario and just have BBs, and they'll all be collected in one spot. I won't have to sift through pellets. But I do this because if you have this tin can with pellets in your back and you have to run somewhere or you're moving somewhere, it makes a bunch of noise. See, you can't hardly hear that. That's almost like someone walking through the woods. The sound is unbelievably quiet. But if I didn't have that in there, it'd be very, very loud, and it'd probably scare game away. But anyways, I'm going to get a pellet out of here. Alright, put this down, I'm going to grab the gun. And break it, you just take and bend it back. Takes a little bit of effort to do it, but not a whole lot. And then you just put the pellet in the breech right there, and then you just fold it back up. One thing also, don't slam this back up because you can mess things up also. Alright, so as you can see, I left my box up there. I'm not going to be shooting at my box, and hopefully my scope's not going to throw me way over there. But I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. I'm going to be aiming towards those 3 green spots in the lower left-hand corner of the target over there. But here we go. And it has also has an interesting safety. It has a double safety on here. To take it off safe, you just push this button all the way in. But if you don't want that from happening, say you load it and you see game and you miss and you have to wait and you have to move, you have this, you can raise this lever up here, and it prevents the safety from going in and being locked in. But basically that's all what that little lever there does. So we'll push the safety in, and then we're going to aim and fire. That's one. And again, I'm doing this here. And also, the reason why I attached this to the barrel and not here is because there's a lot of moving parts here that the strap won't fit to. I missed that one. Won't happen again. Okay guys, so that's it. Pretty much it for this rifle and this review and everything. Like I said, it's a really nice gun. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. Haven't noticed any problems with it. Sight scoped in pretty well once I got it, once I knew what I was doing, and it shoots on target, as you can see, as the last 3 shots were pretty good, pretty well placed. If you guys want to know how to make one of these slings, slings for your rifle, to paracord, just let me know. I'll do a video on that. I'll make another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's been Casey's Nation. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good and fun stuff. I appreciate the guys that have been sticking around on my channel. I know it's been a random kind of upload kind of thing. I'll upload a video at random. I'm pretty much done with the whole Toyota series and everything. I will be doing 2 or 3 more videos, but other than that, I'm going to be going back to my roots and doing some more of the bushcraft stuff. And I've got some trips once it starts warming up again, planned that we can go on and we'll have a bunch of fun and whatnot. But anyways, it's been Casey's Nation. Have a good day.